Matron. She'd leave a trail bright. You just need to find. When you find the totem, don't go running straight to Angsvar. If a new matron takes her place, these doors will close to both of us forever. And I need to know what's behind them. I'll repay you. Oh, now that is exciting. You're the one who put in all the hard work, after all. Oh, you're back. I tried following you, but the door shut right in front of... Maybe I could go in now, but first, I'd rather you just tell me what happened. A four-dweller? Ah, so it's just as I suspected. But why would a four-dweller be in what's supposed to be the Temple of Meter? Oh, I see now. According to the Volker legends, the first Mater was supposed to lend them her anger and strength, but maybe the truth is far more visceral. Blood has power. The Druids always knew that. And the blood of a four-dweller must have been the purest weirdness, the purest intent. If you believed it could make you invincible, then that's exactly what it would do. War is disgusting. Blood, rot, viscera. You will do with this knowledge what you see fit. Angsvar and I, we've had our differences. I doubt he'd believe me. And honestly, I'm not brave enough to try to convince him. Now, I promised you a reward. I'll give you something he refused, but it might be of some use to you. I've managed to create a recipe for something similar to their potion. It's not as potent, but now that I know what it is, it's far less damaging to the body. Take it. You look like you've still got a long journey ahead of you. The potion is sacred to the Volker. What I've made isn't. He worried that instead of giving his tribe a new purpose, it would only hasten their decline. And I think he might have been right. Don't mention it. I think I'll stay here for a while and see how things unfold. After that, I'll find another mystery to chase. Who knows? Maybe our paths will cross again, fellow traveler in the weirdness. In the meantime, try not to get into too much trouble. Unless it's something... It's always a pleasure... Oh, you're the one who put in all the hard work, after all. It's always a pleasure...
With our luck, it couldn't have ended. But the totem, was it with her? If so, we can at least name her successor. Could it be that Mother is finally smiling upon us? Thank you. Feels like seeing the first light of dawn after, but this isn't the end of Elspeth. The girl chosen to be the next matron took her own life today. Hard to say. It's been a dark time for all of us. But maybe she had her own burdens. Ones we never saw. Shame she chose such a dishonor. Certain. She was well liked. Nobody would have had anything to gain from her death. And I refuse to believe that any Volker would kill their own kin. Especially not a... We need a matron. And if she won't name one, I'll have to do it myself. It goes against tradition. But I don't have a choice. Maybe you should check Elspeth's hut. See if she left any notes or hints.
You? What are you doing here? You're the reason Elspeth is dead now. If you hadn't pried... You brought back the matron's totem. We hoped it would stay lost forever, but now... No. Frigg had chosen Elspeth's mother as her successor, but then Frigg disappeared and Elspeth's mother... Everyone feared that even if the totem was found, we'd be left without a matron. On her deathbed, she never wanted it. But you don't refuse your dying mother, do you? We thought the tribe would eventually move on, find new ways to worship Mather, and leave this madness behind. But then... And bring down the wrath of the entire tribe on us both? After everything that's happened in Volca, they wouldn't care about our plans for the future. Plans that don't involve Elspeth being stuck in the temple forever. This entire tribe is worthless. They all see themselves as Mather's chosen, yet they act like sheep who can't survive. You don't know? They didn't tell you? Being the matron is torment. It only... When a matron undergoes initiation, it's said she becomes a living vessel for... It's like drinking that cursed potion. Your veins burn and your mind screams for blood. Our matrons spend their days isolated, barely holding back the berserker madness that threatens to consume. They rely on calming herbs, meditation, whatever they can, but they need an iron will. Elspeth wasn't like that. She wore her heart on her sleeve. She wasn't meant to spend her days alone in a dark room, hovering on the brink. I wanted to. I would have become nameless and lived among the non-reader, anything to stay together. But Elspeth, she couldn't. She said she couldn't break the promise. And what about her promises to me? How were they any different? A broken word is a broken word, whether it's to me, to you, or to Mather herself. Yeah, me too. Now, here, Elspeth left this letter for you. I found it. Take it and go.
dead by her own hand. How could she do this? We needed her. The tribe cannot survive, but I cannot force anyone to take the mantle. Find us a matron stranger. Someone willing. Someone find us a matron stranger, and I will attend the moot. Yes. Have you found the right What in the blazes are you talking about now? How are we supposed to move forward without one? Now that the totem is found, why would we stay as we are? I know the matron's role isn't easy. And Frigg showed us, but the women were always willing. They saw it as an honor, and it's not like she ever complained. How was I supposed to know her mother pressured her to agree? They know enough, yes. It's a heavy sacrifice. Elspeth was an outlier. Her mother pushed her into it. And Elspeth made the mistake of building a life, but she still knew what would happen when the totem was found. There is no Volker without mother. And no mother. Careful. You're inching dangerously close to blasphemy. You went into the temple? That's forbidden. Yes, because if I let myself think about what we've always believed we're Mother's chosen, the carriers of her divine wrath. And now you're telling me we're nothing more than savages drinking everything Camelot accused us of. Every bit of I am listening. Our tribe is supposed to be Mother's chosen, with her wrath flowing through us. What you're saying makes us exactly what Camelot has called barbarians. Drinking the... I don't. It's just... The Camelosians call us savages, and the rest of the Dalrita think we're madmen. And now, should we change, or should we... And then there's the moot. Without the Berserker's rage, what do we even have to offer? Oh, he's never going to let me forget. I know. I've had my suspicions for a long time. Even before everything with Frigg, and the madness people claimed we suffered from. It's true. It's taken both Tainted. We're no one. Our tribe might as well be nameless. I know. I only hope he doesn't gloat too much when I come begging. But you're right. This could be a new start for us. Let everyone see our fury one more time. Thank you. I'll bring this to the rest of the tribe. And I remember my promise. We'll see what comes of it. I'd gladly see Camelot crushed, but not if it cost us what little we have. And I suppose we'll finally put Bride's potion to the test. It's not sacred anymore. Maybe it's time we... Bride will be delighted. Smuggler arsehole. Nobody gets on my nerves.
You again? You should have led with that. Go on then.
You came. Some of us stayed. If you're looking for survivors, our god rose and tore the ground open. My sons are gone now. I buried what I could, and the rest, now I pray, so that I remember how to live away forever. I was raised to worship. If a god calls you home, if he leaves you standing, I buried the body. I will mend. I will plant what seed. There's nothing else. Go say.
No. How would I? The tribes... The truth is, that war made monsters out of us all. The Four Dwellers weren't just the way they looked, the way they wielded the weirdness. To me, I don't condone what the Volker did, but...
A stranger in my shop. I just happen to feel safest in this place. So if you want to buy... That's right, all crafted by my own hands. Don't look so surprised. Everyone in the tribe had to know how to stitch leather. I've got more goods than there are people left, and who knows what Barlam will decide after all this Stagfather mess we're in. Maybe a bit of... And I must admit, I'm also somewhat curious about your presence, as it's been a long time. Years have passed since one of your kind set foot in the village. Ah, so you've heard about that. A lot of good warriors died fighting the monster the Stagfather became. I was lucky to make it out alive. It's the kind of luck that would make you want to thank a god, if it weren't the same. In the old days, everyone was mostly on their own. You could only rely on your own wits, and I think what matters more now is the tribe as a whole. You can rely on others more, rather than having to... A community gives you strength and a sense of security. But when you're spending a cold, lonely night in the wilderness, and that's what changed. Some of the tribe's folk started to behave like a hive, and decided to free the Stagfather. It made no sense, considering what the Sven tribe stood for. That's true. A strong individual can survive in the wild, but without a tribe they won't build any. It's good that you understand that. Not anymore. It's been years since I... Not that I don't want to, when you've spent as much time in the wilderness as I have, but I just can't do... That I am. I could still outrun a deer, but it's not about my age. If I went hunting, I might end up... Has anyone ever told you about... That's right. It's not an empty stomach. It's more like... It's what happens to Sven hunters who spend too much time in the local woods. During long hunts, not much, just a little trace. Not even enough to make you dizzy. But over the years they start to change, becoming more and... They turn violent, start attacking their own. In the end, that's when they're cast out into the woods, and the rest of the hunters begin a ritual hunt to free them of the hunger and give them a good death. Aye, and it's not unfounded. The hunger awoke in my own brother. No, nobody knew what was happening except us. One day he came back from a hunt. He never came back from the next one. He didn't want to force the tribe to hunt him. Didn't want to force me to hunt. I doubt you'd be able to find my brother after all this time. Besides, the ritual hunt needs the mask. It's kept in the barrow of the Horned Shadow, where we lay our fault by wearing it. The leader of the hunt is supposed to gain the strength, agility, and experience. You can try, but no one's been in there for years. It's probably... So stay vigilant, and thank you for doing this for me. As you can see... business is slow when you're... Yes? Did you find the mask of the huntman? Impossible. That's Falric's ring. I remember it well. I used to tease him about wasting half the bear's skeleton before he finally managed to make... How did you do it? How did you track my brother without that? Fair enough. I always thought those tales about the wisdom and strength held in the mask were just stories. To make the hunts feel more, turns out you don't even have to be from the Sven tribe to give a good death to those. Either way, thank you. You've proven your... I owe you for this. If you ever need anything, like armor, a weapon, you've made this old hunter very happy. If you have any god... Some roots reach too deep. Atlee, one day I'm meant to take her place. No, I have a feeling myself. The Stagfather tainted everything. Even the one thing I hoped would always remind... I am. My father was Sven, and I was given a Sven name. But my mother was Thewd. She brought me here when I was still an infant, told Glairna it was because I deserved to live my life white, and then she left. Yes, it was a tree. When I was 6, Glairna took me to a clearing and gave me a seed. She said my mother brought it from the Thewd lands, so I'd have something to remember where I came from. She helped me plant it, holding my tiny hands. Said it would grow with me. It got... I wanted to fix it. It keeps bearing monsters. I'm afraid those things will come here one day. Really? You would? It should stop the corruption. And thank you. This means the world. In a way, she was never a mother to me. But she was there. I could barely fit the pestle in my palm. And I was already crushing herbs, throwing them into potions. Glearna used to say my mother's blood was strong in me, that it made me the perfect successor, though I doubt that will ever happen. I think she'll outlive Avalon itself. Not really. Glearna told me she saw her coming in the fire. She saw my name in the ashes that were scattered by the wind all over the village. That's how she knew she couldn't turn my mother away, and that my place was among the Svein. It's hard to truly believe in something once you know it exists, isn't it? Do I think he's worth worshipping? I understand better than most what it's hard to blame a god for following the... Only what everyone says, that they're good with mag. I don't like dreaming. I have this feeling that one day I'll fall into a dream and never wake up. I prefer the bones. They don't lie, and they rarely demand more than I can give. Yes? Ah. Yes? Ah. I should get...
This isn't the best time to visit the village, but come in. If you need a healing potion or herbs, I can probably help. We're dealing with a curse. The Stagfather's curse? That damned crone brought it upon us. Our god has turned against us. He used to bless us with game, fruits, and herbs, but not long ago, something possessed. The hunters stopped returning from the woods. Monsters started The witch condemned my husband to a fate worse than death. She said it was necessary. That I'm sorry, I shouldn't be telling all this to a stranger, but I had to get it off my... Only if the gods themselves sent you, but I doubt that's the case. You could try speaking to Barlam, but I'm not sure he's in the mood to deal with an outsider right now. Glerna, the priestess of the Stagfather. I've lived 40 years, and for as long as I can remember, she's been as dry and wrinkled as an old... She thinks she runs the village, not... We honor Mother too, but not as fervently as Theud, Ulfa, and certainly not like the Volker. Mother is the Mother Goddess, but we're closer to the Lord of the Hunt. Her ways of trying to keep the Stagfather at bay. Shame she doesn't use them on herself, only on my husband. I've said too much already. Forget it.